Hello beauty caterpillars, and today we are doing a video on how I help take care of my acne when my skin is breaking out, and also how I prevent getting blemishes and acne and stuff and dealing with it. So these are the things that I have found the most helpful to get rid of my acne. I mean, I still have breakouts, but not nearly as bad as I used to get them. Now it seems more like I just get them kind of like hormonal, like more so I get more during the time of the month and stuff. Or, you know, if I lacked on my skincare routine for a couple of days or something, or didn't wash my face after wearing makeup or something like that, then I will break out a ton with acne. But these are just some things that I have found, product and the different things in my routine that I have found that really work for me. Now these products may not work for everyone. These are just things that I have found helpful, so they may not work for everyone, like I said, and it also depends on what kind of acne you have, if it's cystic acne, hormonal acne, if it's something in your diet or something you're doing. I know one of the big things people say is don't touch your face, and I don't touch my face a lot through the day. Yes, I just itch my eye and I don't really like touching my face, but I don't really like touch my face too much, I don't think, anyways, during the day. I try not to. But a thing I was doing, and I could never figure out why, I was always getting so much acne right here on my cheekbones, and I'm like, I don't think it's my makeup, because I'm like, even when I don't wear makeup and if I switch out the makeup I'm using, I still like where my blush and bronzer go, like right in here, this area, which if you can kind of look up close, I still have like some scarring there and stuff like that, because I pick at my acne, pick at my pimples. You know, you're not supposed to do that, but I can't help it, I do it anyways. Anyways, back to my story. I like to sleep with my hand on my face. I'm a side sleeper, and so when I'd fall asleep, I would be right where my hand is where I'm like, my palm is where I'm getting a ton of acne. And I figured that out was because I think I just realized, like, I stopped sleeping. They were like, stop touching your face, don't touch your face at night. And so like I realized when I stopped sleeping with my hand on my face, my acne started to clear up in this areas. I don't get it nearly as bad as I was, because I'm like, whatever I seem to do, no matter what, I keep getting acne there. It was because I had my face on my hand, and it like clogs the pore or something, causes acne anyways. Because I remember one night, Ty's story, I was spending the night at my boyfriend's place, and I fell asleep on his shoulder, and right where my face was, he woke up the next morning on his shoulder with like a bunch of acne, and that kind of clued into me, like, that's probably what's causing the acne on my face, is from my hand sleeping on it, and then, you know, skin. Anyways, another thing they say to do is like change up your pillowcase like once a week, because if you're sleeping on the same pillowcase all the time, it's like has all the dead skin cells and stuff like that. So I changed my pillowcase. They're supposed to say like you're supposed to change your pillowcase like every couple of days basically, but I don't have time for that. I don't know who has time to like put on a fresh pillowcase and flip the pillowcase over every time. But another thing I do is I change my washcloth every single time I use a new washcloth. I dry my face off and stuff, I use a new washcloth, so I'm not reintroducing bacteria in my face. So that's been helping too, I think. Another big thing that I have noticed is if I don't do this, I really notice a huge difference in my skin, and that is exfoliating my face. I like to use chemical exfoliants, because especially the Ordinary has a really good one. It's a glycolic acid, 7%. It's a toning solution, a pH of 3.6. I also use it with these cotton rounds that have exfoliation little bumps on one side and smooth on the other side. I really like to use this to chemically exfoliate my skin. I use it once a day, and I've noticed a huge difference in my acne. I find if I don't use this now, I get little like bumps, like little bumps under the skin, kind of like my pores are clogged when I haven't used this for a couple of days. And I also know my skin just feels like kind of clogged and like gross if I haven't used it for like even a couple of days. Like if I go away somewhere and I don't bring this with me, like for the weekend or something, I notice when I get back my skin just does not feel as good, and so like I feel like I really need to exfoliate. They say if you're using a physical exfoliant to only do it 2-3 times a week, but a chemical exfoliant is much gentler, and you can do that every single day. So I really like the one by The Ordinary. Pixi does a really good one too. Pixi Glow Tonic is like a 5% glycolic acid, but The Ordinary one is a lot cheaper, and you get a lot more product. Like this is under, I think, like $8 for, what size is this, a 240 milliliter, 8 fluid ounce bottle, and this lasts me a really long time. I love this stuff, and I find glycolic really helps with my acne. Another thing that too that stays really good is retinol. It's supposed to be really good to help with cell turnover with acne as well, and I've been using that, and I don't know if I've noticed a huge improvement with the retinol, but the retinol I've been using is also from The Ordinary. No, I'm not sponsored by The Ordinary. I just love their products. A, they're great. B, they're a very affordable company, and where I live, I only live like a couple hours from like the shipping place, so like if I order it, like the next day it's basically at my house, which is really great. And yeah, I just find it like really, they like have fast shipping. Like it'll be funny, I'll get an email being like, your item's been shipped, and I'm like, it's already been delivered. Like it's that fast for me, which is super great. Like it's usually the day, like the next day or the day after that I get it, so it's like super quick. But right now I'm using The Ordinary Grand Active Retinol 2% Emulsion, and I do really like this one. It's really nice, really gentle on my skin. But they do say like retinols are really good for helping cell turnover, helping with acne and stuff, and my acne's been getting better, so I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but I know for sure one thing that I am like obsessed with, and this stuff never used to work. Like, I used to try other salicylic acid products, didn't work for me. Benzoyl peroxide products, they never worked for me. The only thing that I've noticed that works for me that is an acne prone product is The Ordinary's salicylic acid 2% solution for blemish prone skin. I have noticed this does a huge number on my skin. These two products, I notice if I'm not using one or the other. Like, my skin just does not look as good. I start to get more breakouts. So I definitely think that these two are like the thing that is helping me with my acne. Plus me not sleeping with my hand on my face, because I notice if I do that, I wake up with a bunch of acne right here on my face. And I have gone through so many of these. I think last year I went through like 6 bottles of this stuff. Like, I am obsessed with this stuff. I love it so much. I'm almost out. I just ordered a new one today, and I am like gonna miss this. Like, I love this stuff. It is a dream changer for me. I think this stuff is just pure amazing. It's the only acne product that I've tried with salicylic acid that I actually feel like it's doing something for my skin, and I really enjoy it, and I've seen a huge improvement with my skin while using this. It helps. Just like, I put it all over my face, like I put it on top of my face because I'm very prone to acne on this parts, and then I put it under my chin too because I get a lot of breakouts there. But I really have noticed it help clearing out my skin. Again, it's a BHA, so it's like a chemical exfoliant too that helps kind of like get rid of dead skin cells and help clear out the clogged pores or something. I don't really know the technology behind salicylic acid, but this is the only one I've tried that's actually noticed an improvement on my skin, and it doesn't leave my skin super dried out either, which is really nice. Because acne products can tend to dry out the skin. Another thing too is you need to remove your makeup, because if I do not remove my makeup at night, the next day I wake up with a ton of whiteheads all over my face, and I got clogged pores, just terrible. So you need to remove your makeup, and you need to do it well. What you need to do is you need to cleanse your skin, like take a makeup remover wipe, something. Like, I personally, makeup removers aren't that good to remove your makeup. You actually want to use something like, I do 2 cleanses to remove my makeup, so I use either a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm, or right now I'm working through my Pond's cold cream cleanser. And then the next thing I do is I wash my face with my face washes. Because actually, once you remove the makeup, then you want to be able to wash your skin. And something I've noticed that really helped with that is using some kind of like little brush thing, like this one. I got it on Amazon. It's supposed to be like a dupe. It's like a knockoff of the Flora something, whatever one, the Luna Flora or something that looks like this. It vibrates. I got it on Amazon for like 20 bucks. It's silicone, so it doesn't harbor bacteria. You just rub it all over your face and have it vibrate. There's like, I think, 10 different speeds. This one's called the Super Cool Washing Machine. I really love this. I just find it gives me a really nice deep clean, like the Clarisonic, stuff like that. I find they just do a really good job and like help deep clean my pores. I just found like since I've been using this a while, again, it really helps. So what I do is I take off my makeup with a makeup remover or some kind of like cold cleanse, like a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil, or remove my makeup. Then I go in and I clean my skin. So I right now currently using the Milk Makeup Charcoal Cleanser. I will either have a review of this up now or before this video goes up, or after this video sometime there'll be a review of this up. And then I also will use the Pixie's Rose Cream Cleanser as well to kind of like do a double wash on my face depending on how my skin is feeling. If I've used sunscreen that day on my face, then you want to remove the sunscreen, so I'll use this, and then I'll go in with if I'm not wearing makeup, I usually wear sunscreen, and then I go with this to also, like, once I've got the sunscreen removed with this stuff and the dirt and debris, then I go to remove my skin. You don't want to over strip your skin, but like a double cleanse is good at night to help take off your makeup, take off the debris in the day, so that your face isn't sleeping with all this like excess oil, dirt, and debris, because that can really cause a whole bunch of acne issues for you and just like clog your pores and stuff. And I just noticed, like, I am such a picker. Like, if I have a whitehead on my face, I am going to pick at it and pop it until like it's bleeding basically, which is not good. You're not supposed to pop your pimples, but like, who can resist not doing it? You know, like, I give you props if you can, but like, I cannot. If it's on my face, I am going to pick at it, even if it's like one of those under the skin ones that I call them, where they don't actually come to a head but they're just like a little bump. Those are even worse for me, because then I just pick at them and pick at them until they become a scab, and then there's a scar on my face from it. At least the ones with the whiteheads, like, once I pop it, I'm done touching it, but as long as it's like hasn't given me anything with the little under the skin ones, I am going to sit there and pick at it all day, which is so bad. But a thing that I like to use to help me stop picking at my zits are acne cover dots, or these, yeah, acne cover dots, acne patches. I've got two different types. So this one brand is from CosRx. These are the Acne Pimple Master Patch. These have the ADF hydrocolloid dressing. There's 24 patches. It says skin benefits, acts as a protective cover, non-drying, and absorbs oils, impurities, and oils. These ones are really great for if you have those pesky whiteheads, because they draw out all the pus and everything. So when you wake up in the morning, or you take it off at the end of the day, you can see this glorious like white pus, white stuff underneath these little dots. And what they are, as you can see in here, there's some little dots. You clean your skin, then you put these, you can put like an acne treatment or something if you have like your, you know, your salicylic acid on top of it. You can put that on there, let that dry, then put one of these on top, and then go to bed, and you wake up in the morning. It's smaller in size. The pus has basically all been drained out of it. Like, you look at it and there'll be like all this white stuff right there, which is everything like goes drawn out. These are not drying on your skin, which is really great. They do help reduce the number of size of zits that you have, and they help like draw out the pus. So if you're a picker, it's great because you can't pick at it because there's this on there, and it helps. And you know, I find them to be really helpful for whiteheads. These ones are not great if you have those like under the skin ones that like don't come to a head. These ones are good for the under the skin ones that don't come to a head. These have tea tree clear spot dots. It says overnight acne and blemish spot patch, tea tree oil infused, targets care, quick and easy, non-drying, all skin types. I find these ones don't draw out impurities. So these ones, like, it won't draw out if you have like a pussy or something. It won't like draw out the pus on them. So these are what these ones look like. They come in different sizes, and they're basically the same. They're the exact same thing as the other ones, except these ones don't like draw out the fluids or anything. Like, these ones don't have the, these ones don't absorb the impurities and oils. Like, these ones like pull out the pus and stuff, or whatever, white stuff. These ones do not. They just kind of like sit there protective, which is good for like the under the skin ones, especially if you pick at them, because then you can't pick at it because there's a thing on it. So, you know, it helps me prevent picking at them. So that's why I have two different ones. I love both of them. They're good for different reasons, but definitely if you are a picker, I suggest picking up one of these like acne cover dots. They're pretty easy to find. These ones I found in Walmart. These ones are like $4. But they're really good. They're non-drying if you are a picker. I don't know how you can just not pick acne. If someone's got on their face, like it is like I am dying to pick it off your face. Like if you have a whitehead near me, I am dying to pop it. Like it is my, like I love popping pimples, although I hate watching videos of people popping pimples. Like, oh, I think it's disgusting. Oh, gross. But I love to do it myself. Weird, I know. Oh, another thing I like to do to help with my acne is helping with this Kate Somerville Eradicate stuff. This stuff, again, is not good if you have a whitehead, again, because it doesn't draw out the impurities. Like, it doesn't draw out all that pus and stuff. The whitehead, I call it pus. I don't know what it is. Inflammation, infection, white blood cells, I don't know. The white pussy stuff that comes out of it, you know. This stuff isn't good for that, I find, because it doesn't like help draw it out. This is good for if you have those like under the skin bumps that don't come with the head. Those ones, these are really good. I take a cotton tip, poke it in the bottom, pull out the pink stuff, dot all over your face wherever you have zip. In the morning it takes down the redness, it looks better, just looks nicer. And you know, you're treating it throughout the day. I let it dry. I do it right before I go to bed, after I put all my skincare on. Then I let it sit and dry. That stuff is very drying to your face. This also has sulfur in it, so you only want to put it on the area where you have the blemish, because otherwise it's going to dry the rest of your face out if you put it like all over your face. Like it's a spot treatment. Do not put this all over your face. I always feel like I look like a crazy person, so I do this at night. I don't think you'd want to do this like during the day unless you're going to be like home alone and nobody's going to see you type of thing. Then maybe you could wear this during the day, but it definitely does take down the redness. It helps them heal faster, I find. Like I found that a lot of my face is bad. And yeah, but you do not want to shake this stuff. There's like a pink stuff at the bottom, and then there's a clear liquid. And so you don't want to shake it. There's even a note on top that says do not shake. There's multiple instructions that says do not shake. All you want to do is like shake it, because you want to mix up like the white liquid, the clear liquid with the pink stuff at the bottom, because it looks like you want to do that, but you don't. I really love that stuff. I haven't tried. I know there's other like drying creams out and stuff, but that's the only one I've tried and I really like it. And this bottle has actually lasted me like a really long time. Like a really long time. Like it's been going on for a couple of years that I've been using it, and you just use like a little cotton, you put a cotton swab on it, dip it in, and then put it all over your face where you have zits and stuff. But my skin is actually looking a lot better, and so I kind of wanted I make this video a long time ago, but I didn't know. I was like, I want to get like a good skincare routine. I want to actually make my skin look nice before I go into this, and I think I have found almost the perfect skincare routine. I'm just sort of tweaking things because there's still something breaking me out, and I'm not sure what it is, but we're trying to figure it out. But my acne has gotten a lot better than it was, and these things definitely have helped me a ton with my acne. And so yeah, because acne can be really hard, like blemishes and zits and stuff can be so frustrating dealing with it. And at first I just thought it was like, oh, you know, it's teenager stuff, I'll grow out of it. But I'm like, I'm 23, I'm out of puberty now, and I am still getting acne going on 24. Like I'm gonna be 24 soon, which is a crazy thought for me to think of me as a 24-year-old. But yes, and I'm still dealing with acne. It's just frustrating, but you know, I'm working through it. I've gotten ways to, a lot of these products help, and I notice a difference when I'm not using them. I notice a huge difference in my skin, which tells me it's working. If I notice that it's like, oh, I haven't exfoliated my face in a couple days, I'm starting to get a lot of breakouts, that tells me that that is working. If I notice a difference, I notice when I'm not using that product, and I notice a difference, that's like, oh, my skin looks terrible, I need to start using that product again. So I know that product is helping me clear up my skin. I mean, my skin is not cleared at all, like it's not completely cleared, but it's definitely better than it was. I never had super bad cystic acne or anything like that. I just had a bunch of whiteheads, mainly right in here is where I got them, was mainly from me sleeping on my pillow I get a few like really bad under my neck, which again makes me think that like I again started to, when I moved off my face, I started to sleep on my neck, my hand on my neck, and then I started to get a lot of breakouts under there. So I really try to make sure I clean my skin like under my neck and just where I'm more prone to acne spots, because I do have combination skins, and that does probably play a factor in the fact that I have extra oil production on my face. So I need to really clean my skin and hydrate it and moisturize it and make it so my face is not overproducing oil, which causes you to get clogged pores because you've got dead skin cells which you want to get off your face, which causes clogged pores. So if you exfoliate them and get rid of the dead skin cells and remove the excess oil, you're less likely to have acne, although some people are just prone to it from genetics, everything, you know, different things like birth control can cause it, stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it's hard to say what is causing it, but these are the things that help me personally, and so I wanted to share it because I know a lot of people suffer from acne, pimples, zits, blemishes, whatever you want to call them. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not anyway a dermatologist, so if you have some doctor telling you that these like something, you know, listen to your doctor, your dermatologist. These are just things that have worked for my skin personally, and things that I really enjoy, that I have found that I really like, and just a way that I enjoy. So if you've got something working for you, you do you, boo. These are just things that I have found that have really helped me. So I'm not all claiming that these are going to cure your acne. You know, you don't rush out and buy these products. These are just things that I have noticed that work for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. My little butterflies. Bye!